evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Army. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to Everton versus Arsenal match preview, which obviously kicks off tomorrow at 12:30. I should be doing the watch along tomorrow, so yeah, got that to look forward to. Big up to Mohammed is already in, saying White can play centre back. Yeah, I'm not too worried too much about the whole defensive situation. Yes, Gabriel's a huge loss, but we've got cover. We've got cover. Obviously, White and Timber are still doubts, but I think Timber should be fine. And I'll be honest, I think Kivior can do that job perfectly fine. It's what he is. He is a left-sided centre back, so I don't really see a big issue right now. Obviously, we'll talk about Real Madrid. That will be a different conversation. But this is Everton, so we should be okay. Gabriel out for the rest of the season and Saka comes back. Don't tell me this season isn't cursed. Big up to Timmy saying evening. AI Bobby. Big up to Chris. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I'd rather rest Saka for this game. Don't want him kicked and damaged by Everton Fox. Will you make changes for tomorrow to prioritise Madrid game? I don't want to. You'll see in the chosen lineups, nor does anyone else. Because at the end of the day, we're only 4 points ahead of Forest. That's not a big gap, let's be honest. As I've put on the thumbnail, we need to rise to the occasion because Everton are getting closer and closer to the last game at Goodison Park. Their fans will be up for it. Their players will be up for it. It's not going to be that easy. I think it's been very close games last two visits to Goodison. So yeah, I think we should just go there full on. If we can get a comfortable lead, 2 or 3-0, rest some players, yeah, by all means. But we have to go to Goodison well up for it. Because I need second secured. I really do. So yeah, I'm not making any changes personally. Anyway, let's get on to heads. Since the start of the Premier League, we've played Everton 65 times, drawn 15, 12 Everton wins, 10 at home, 2 away, 38 Arsenal wins, 25 at home, just 13 away. Previous fixtures at Goodison were beaten 1-0, lost 1-0. So it's very close games at Goodison. Obviously, we drew 0-0 with them at Goodison. At the Emirates, beat them 2-1 and beat them 4-0. Previous fixtures, or the form guide for each team. It is what it is with Arsenal. We all know what the problem is. We can't score. Since Saka's gone back, we've actually managed to score more than one goal, which is nice. But we're still playing Marino up front, so let's be honest, it is what it is. Everton, lots of draws, and kind of that's how I'm going with tomorrow's game with score predictions, but we'll get on to that later. Current situations, or before that, you're 11 points above 6th place, which is Europa spot, because to me, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, now 5th, all mean same thing. Yep, 100%. There's a little bit more prize money for 2nd. And I'll be honest, finishing 3rd, 4th in a season like this, no, not for me, mate. To finish behind Nottingham Forest, big up to Nottingham Forest, by the way. So I'm not knocking these, but we should not finish below Nottingham Forest. We just can't. To me, that's just awful. Our game was a game of 2 halves. We was better in the second half, scored our chance and controlled it from there. As much as I had flashbacks in added time, yep. Who should replace Gabriel at the back? Surely it can't be Kivior. For me, it's the only sense. Look, if Ben White's fit as well, then obviously we've got the option of Ben White at right back and then Timber. But I'm okay with Kivior. Next week, different, if I'm honest. So I think so as well, but we need to make sure we keep getting some results, because a couple more draws, Forest win, that they've caught us up. It's only 4 points ahead. We're only 4 points ahead. It's not a lot. I'm not worried about dropping out of Champions League places, but I am worried about losing 2nd, and that's where we should stay for me. So let me just take that off for a minute. Well, let's just quickly do this one. I don't know how Chelsea in this race for Champions League, to be honest, but I'm baffled. Looked so bad when I watched. Luckily, I watched starts last night, not the two dead teams. Yeah, well, people have been losing their mind over that game. Right, Everton are 16th. We're in second. They've won 7, drawn 13, lost 10. Goals scored per game for Everton is 1.1. Conversion is 10% of their shots. Goals conceded 1.2 for Everton. Chances created per game is 2. Clean sheets 9. For Arsenal, 11 clean sheets, 2.9 chances created per game. Goals conceded 0.8. 13% goal conversion, 1.8 goals scored per game. We're in second. We've won 17, drawn 10, lost 3. So not too shabby, but could be better. Home form for Everton is played 15, won 4, drawn 7, lost 4. Goals scored 21, goals conceded 18. Away form for Arsenal is played 15, won 7, drawn 6, lost 2. Goals scored 25, goals conceded 13. You can see where I'm going with the score prediction later. Average possession for Everton is only 40%. One of the worst. I think they're 19th in that rating, I think. Average possession for Arsenal is 55.6. XG for Everton is 33 compared to Arsenal's 48.1. Shots on target for Everton is 3.7 per game compared to Arsenal's 4.8. Accuracy in passes 270.3, which is 78% accuracy. For Arsenal, it's 416.2, 87% accuracy. Actually, in long balls for Everton is 26.6. I believe that's the highest, so you can see how they play football. Actually, in long balls for Arsenal is 17.2. Actually, in crosses for Everton is 4.7 compared to Arsenal's 5. XG conceded is 37.6 compared to Arsenal's 25.9. Fouls per match, they're slightly the dirtier team. Goals, they've got 32, 18 from open play, 9 from set pieces, 1 free kick, 1 penalty, and 3 own goals. For Arsenal, 55 goals, 40 from open play, 11 set pieces, 0 free kicks, 2 penalties, 2 own goals. People say the league is crap. That's why Forest are going to be in the Champions League, but I think it's because these teams got better. 100%. For me, the teams that unfortunately the big six kind of ignore have got improved. So it is what it is. Man City have had an awful season. United had shockingly bad season. Tottenham, shockingly bad season. Chelsea, just about getting away with it. And Newcastle, I wouldn't say they've improved drastically, but they've slightly improved. And if they get Champions League again, they'll be able to go on and improve that squad even more. So they're going to be a nightmare next season as well. Can't win with football fans anyway when it's usual finishing top 7. Oh, it's boring when it's Forest, but yeah, because United and Spurs will make. Yeah, exactly. What if it all works out and we win the Champions League? Temi, are you sat next to Tony right now? Because that's what Tony. I don't think we're going to win the Champions League. I can't see how anyone has been watching Arsenal thinks that we can beat Real Madrid over 2 legs. It's fine if that's what you believe and what other people believe, but from where I've sat and I've watched Arsenal play as well, I don't see how we beat Real Madrid over 2 legs, I'll be honest. The only way I see it is if we get it to penalties. Literally the only way I can see it happening, because they're just a better team. Simple as. Right. Injury lists. Everton, McNeil is out for about a week or 2. Lindstrom is out till the end of this month. Calvert-Lewis is out till next month, and Mangala is out for the season. For Arsenal, it's Calafiori is out till late April. Tomiyasu, Jesus, Havertz, and Gabriel all out for the rest of the season. White and Timber are doubts. I never no, nor do I. I think that there's some people who seem to have forgotten this is Real Madrid. Okay, it's not Valencia, it's not Seville, I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to playing Barcelona if we do get through and we get through to them, but as PSG as well, or even Villa, whoever goes through to that side. There's a lot of teams in that competition that I still think are slightly stronger than us, just because we're not a striker. We haven't got a striker. Let's be honest, we haven't got a striker, and that's not going to change because Arteta's never going to put Trossard, Martinelli in that number 9 role. We're going to play Marino until the end of the season. That's just how it's going to work. I was down on shot a go and at full time just because it's that running now and final hurdle and not seeing us lift in front of fans in my lifetime. So it means, mate, I get it. For you, I hope you achieve. They achieve their goal. But have I put Calvin Lewis? Oh, yeah, Calvert Lewin. Don't know why I've put Calvert Lewis. Why have I put who the hell's Calvert Lewis? I also don't think we can. No, I just don't see it, mate. I can't. They've got a better midfield than us. They've got a better front three than us. Defensively, probably on par. I'd say they've probably got the better goalkeeper. And when I look at that, they've definitely got a better coach. So yeah, there you go. That's how I look at it. We're not better in any aspect in any of those battles. We haven't got a better front three. We haven't got a better midfield. Our defence probably on par now due to the fact we've lost Gabriel. I think we might have had a stronger defence with Gabriel, but still quite close. But goalkeeper, I'd say they probably win that as well. People ask me who's winning Champions League at the moment. I say Real Madrid, and they reply, "Oh my God, so boring." What? What's kind of? Well, oh, jeez. What you should say next time, Chris, is Accrington Stanley, all right, or Harrogate, or Maidenhead, or Maidstone, or St Albans. Just something out of. Just out of the ordinary. I can't lie, the Madrid derbies, I was like, only one where Madrid. Yeah. For me, Barca and Atletico are the only two teams I feel that can beat PSG, beat Real Madrid. PSG could be interesting, I'll be honest. I quite like that PSG team. I did have my little suspect about beating you. I did think maybe they could beat you. But yeah, I think they've got too much against Villa, I'll be honest. I think Villa will put a good shift in, but I just think PSG have got too much. But the Real Madrid, if Real Madrid go through and beat us, I think that would be a great game. PSG against Real Madrid, I'll be honest. Really interesting. And it would be perfect what Champions League would want as well. Mbappe going back to PSG. Right, so let's get into my 5 to watch for Everton. Sorry, Everton fans. This was not actually that easy. I struggled thinking, okay, who's actually had a good season? Everton are doing okay. They're doing what they need to do just to survive. They've got new owners. I'm sure they have a very good summer. But their squad of players right now are a little bit, yeah. So I've done my best to pick. So I can say I've done my best. May as well, yeah. Yeah, exactly. You might as well say Club Bruges, didn't you? It's like, come on, who else do you want me to say? But yeah, it's just mental, isn't it? Anyway, Jordan Pickford. I've picked him because he's just a pain in the ass. As much as I don't think he's a very good goalkeeper, he always has a good game. He's a straight. He can have a fantastic game and then other games no. So he's an interesting one. I'll be honest, Pickford. Jake O'Brien, very good right back. I quite like him a lot. Again, it's full back alliance, but yeah, I quite like him. He's impressed me. Idris Gay, yeah, 35-year-old. You wouldn't think it when you watch him play sometimes. But he's so hardworking. He is. I think without him this season, Everton would be down. I'll be honest. I think he's been absolutely great. Gardner's been pretty good as well, but I didn't want to keep going for 2 DMs. But then I did struggle with the forward line, to be fair. Alcaraz, I've been impressed with. He's on loan from Flamengo, I think, with an option to buy. And then I still don't get the signing personally. I don't think he did much, in my opinion, to deserve a Premier League spot. But he's done all right. But he's not someone that I think is fantastic, if I'm honest. But I have to put him on there because he's, as I said, not many players have actually impressed me at Everton, so this was quite tricky. Now, Temmie's going to give me a hard stack again, as per usual. Right. My Arsenal unwanted 5 to watch. Oh, this is more better. I like that. I like that title. That's much more impressive. Armand, yes, 100%. Vito Manoni, 100%. Cole Jenkinson, 100%. Denilson, 100%. Park Chu-young. Yes. Yes, I like that. Yeah, PSG interested because Enrique used to manage Barca too. Oh yeah, it's going to be really good that game if it does happen. Don't want to watch anyone at Everton. Well, true, but these are the threats. These are the ones that I think that Arsenal fans need to be a little bit wary of. I agree with 5 to watch, but I love Brentford. You know I do. I don't particularly like going with centre backs too often. And because I'd already picked a right back, I didn't want to go for a right back and a centre back and a DM because there was no way I was going to drop Gay out of it. So basically, I would have had Pickford, O'Brien, Brantwaite, and Gay. So I had to drop someone, and Brantwaite was someone that I did have to drop because I like him. I guarantee he's not going to be an Everton shirt next season. I can guarantee that. Carlisle will get some nice. What a money, I can guarantee you that. So the battles, Party against Gay, as I said. Gay has been incredible. Look at his dual stats. They are fascinating. 6.3 per game, and he wins 58% of them. Party's gone down lately. It's the past few games they've been dropping, which is interesting. He's still been performing very well, but I've just noticed his duels have gone down. He doesn't do so many per game, which is I found quite interesting. Goalkeepers, Ray against Pickford, fairly this is similar saves per game. Pickford's not so good with his feet, and Ray is a little bit better. Very, very similar stats, to be fair, for Pickford and Raya. Top goal scorer for Arsenal. Obviously taking away Havertz because obviously Havertz is injured. So it's Martinelli, 17% goal conversion, 6 goals in 25 games. Beto is Everton's. Interesting because he's made 13 appearances from the subs bench, so only 9 starts. Still got 6 goals, goal conversion of 18%. The Magic Maker, Saka, is obviously ours, 10 assists in 17 games. And Gay is Everton's with 3 assists in 29 games. McNeil is also up there, but he's obviously out injured, so it's pointless talking about him. O'Brien breakthrough from nowhere. 100%. I did not even know him before he started playing for Everton. I'll be honest, never heard of him. I'm glad Breakthrough went for a hot dog, though. Better done well recently. Moyes got the best out of him, but Better can still massively improve. Still lacking. Yes, I think didn't he have a good chance against you guys and just fluffed it? But yeah. Big up to AFC always, Bobby Evening. I would rest 5 to 6 players tomorrow away at Everton. They will kick us and bruise us, and we need all the players we have to the Real Madrid game. I get where people are coming from. I do get where people are coming from this. However, I'm still worried that we're only 4 points ahead of Forest. And every bit of money counts for me. I want every bit of money possible. And the money between second and third, there's still a big drop. So I want the money. So I want second. And I'll be honest, finishing third, it's not good. It's not good at the end of the season because I still don't think we'll do anything against Real Madrid. I honestly don't. So, yes, do our best against Real Madrid, but let's just get the league sorted as well. Whoever Berta signs, I still don't trust Arteta. Totally agree. Sorry, but I probably haven't shocked anyone there, but I'll be honest. Berta's going to do a fantastic job, and he's doing a fantastic job already, but Arteta, I just don't trust. I just don't trust him. Beto hit postman clean through. Got to be honest, his offside goal was onside in my opinion. It was tight look on to me. Fair enough. And you're like me. You're honest. Doesn't matter if you support the team or not. Right, let's get into the chosen lineups. This will be interesting. There's only 6 of them tonight, so it should be pretty quick. Okay, so we're going to start with the first team of Raya, White, Saliba, Kivior, Timber, Party, Rice, Waneri, Saka, Martinelli, Trossard. Do I score this because it's the best available, or do I just score it out of pure honesty? I want to give it an 8. I'm all right with that. I like it. You know, I don't think we should drop MLS personally. Personally, I would put Timber. No one's picked Timber at the back, by the way. Just to prepare everyone for all the 6 slides. There is no one that's picked Timber as centre back. But I'm going to give that an 8. Next team: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Lewis, Skelly, Party, Rice, Waneri, Saka, Trossard, Martinelli up front. Yeah, that's an 8. I have no issues with that. Raya, White, Saliba, Kivior, Timber, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri, Martinelli, Trossard. 8. Next team: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Lewis, Skelly, Party, Odegaard, Waneri, Saka, Trossard, Martinelli. Yeah, that's an 8. That'll do. Next one: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Lewis, Skelly, Party, Sinchenko, Waneri, Saka, Martinelli, Trossard. Switching up the midfield. You know what? I'm going to shock people here. I'm going to give that a 9. I like that. Resting Rice and Odegaard. Odegaard just needs a holiday. Needs something. I don't know what it is with him at the moment. I love that everyone was getting all hyped because he got X amount of assists in international break. Did we see any of that against Fulham? I don't remember. Anyway, Raya, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Lewis, Skelly, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Waneri on the left, Martinelli. Okay. I'm going to give that an 8 as well. I've got no major issues with any of that. That's fine. That's fine and hunky-dory. I don't mind that. Let's just put that back to where it is. There we go. Right, let's have a look. Tarkovsky. Oh, yeah, 100%. Without doubt. Even PMGL have said that they got it wrong. So, yeah, he should be suspended. But it is what it is. Why couldn't Haaland be injured last season? Well, it is what it is, and unfortunately. Would you play Timber next to Saliba, or would you Rice be a better option than having Kivior there? I've got no major issues with Kivior. Before he came to Arsenal, I watched him a lot at Spezia. He's a good left centre back. He's one of those centre backs you're not really going to notice much, and you like that. He's like a Steve Bould, just doesn't really make the headlines. He just does his job. Yes, there's definitely an error in him or two, but as long as you don't put him under too much pressure, you should be all right. And I kind of expect that against Everton. So this is why I'm saying for tomorrow's game, I'm fine with Kivior. Next Tuesday, I probably won't be. I'd probably have Timber there and have White at right back. But I don't think White is going to be fit enough for tomorrow's game, personally. That's how I look at it anyway. Temi's gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Kivior, MLS, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri. Oh, Jesus Christ. You are the first person to go, Marino. Gives me a headache. 7. Sorry, mate. I can't deal with Marino up front. Yes, he got a goal, but did you see how lucky he was with the goal? And he's just not a striker. You can see it in him. I would drop Odegaard and place Zinchenko there for tomorrow. Totally agree. Got no issues with that whatsoever. Chris going with Raya, White, Saliba, Kivior, Tierney. Oh, lovely. Party, Rice, Louis. Oh, lovely. This is lovely. Oh, I'm liking this. Barty, Rice, Lewis, Kelly, Waneri, Martinelli as the 9. Trossard, bring Saka on like you did versus Fulham, or you can keep him fresh versus Madrid. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's a 9, mate. that one's better. But anyway, here's the fun part. This is the fun part of the show now. Challenges. And I did say challenges because, again, there's 2. Okay, for people that don't know how to play the game, you got to choose 6 from the choose 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from the opposition, no unavailable players, 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward from the opposition. Once you select a player, you cannot swap him. Formation of the home team is always selected. It is a 4-2-3-1 setup from Everton. No former players present, squad only. So we shall let people do this whilst I have a look at this. I wouldn't risk Timber versus Everton. That's my reasoning. Odegaard may as well go on holiday because Everton will love it against him. Honestly, I'm bemused by Odegaard. I really do. I don't know what to say about him. You know, the problem is he's our captain, and everyone seems to be texting him. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Okay, so explain to me how he can do it on international duty. I don't know who against. I think it was some minnow club. Actually, I might look it up because I don't actually remember who it was they played now in their international games. But I'm going to find out now just to see who it was. But I'm pretty sure someone said it was. Oh, so it was Moldova and Israel. Moldova. Excellent. Moldova. Fantastic. Moldova. Excellent. He got 1 assist in the Moldova game, did he? Right. No goals. Okay. 1 assist. I heard that he got like loads of assists. Hang on. That was 1 assist in that game. What did he get against Israel? Oh, he got 3 assists in the Israel game. Played 89 minutes. 3 shots against Israel. Okay, cool. Cool. But he's not doing it for Arsenal, who pays his wages. But there we go. Jesus Christ, Tim. Temi's alternative team is Runison Neto, Tommy Cafu, oh God, Kakuri, Kivior, Zinni, Jorginho, Lakonga, Odegaard. Sorry, he's been poor. I have literally no issues with you putting him in this, to be fair. Miachi, Sonogo, and Giovino, 6-0 winners. Maybe against Maidstone. That's literally the only team we're going to beat 6-0 with that team. I'll be honest, Tim. Jeez. Anyway, right, let's see what the 2 people that took part in this have done. I'm just looking at the teams now and I'm going, oh God. Right. Where do I start? Well, I'm going to start with Andrea first. Okay, so he's gone with Pickford, O'Brien, Saliba, Branthwaite, Lewis Skelly, Partey, Gay, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Beto. Okay, max score I can give has got to be, and I'm gonna have to be honest, 7. Like the highest score I can give is a 7. But the Everton have got a poor squad, and we're lacking players, so I think 7's fair. And I'll be honest, Andrea's quite lucky, but 6. And that's 10 of those players I'm all right with, right? Beto has been better, but he's not fantastic. So I can't give a good score for that. So I'm going to give a 6 for Andrea. The Tony, oh Jesus, Pickford, Timber, Branthwaite, Tarkowski, Sinchenko, oh, Jesus Christ, Gardner, Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Alcaraz, and Marino. I can't. I feel sick just reading some of those names out. So it's going to be this.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no.
I just can't. I just can't. I can't do that. I just can't. I need to. I need to take it off the screen actually because that's making me feel sick. Right. Pickford, Timber, Saliba, Branthwaite, Mikolenko, Partey, Decore, Waneri as a 10. There we go. A 7. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Someone's got some common sense. My challenge team has no Everton players, and I'm rating it 1,000 out of 10. Oh dear. Decore literally does everything defensively, offensively. He's mentally in good way. Always does well versus us. To be fair, he normally does pretty well from us. But again, I was so torn with what to do with their 5 to watch. And it was always Gay. I love Gay. I think it's brilliant. It's 35. He don't look like it. It doesn't act like it's 35 at all. Mikolenko has kept Salah quite a few times too. I expect him to keep Saka quite quiet because I do think Saka's going to start tomorrow. We'll see. I hope he doesn't, but I've got a feeling he will. But we'll see. We'll see. Right, so that's the first challenge over with. Well done, Chris. I'm not even going to comment on Tony's, but Tony's got another chance to save himself in a minute, but we'll see. Retro challenge. Okay, so the challenge rules: choose 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from the opposition, any player from the squad list. So there will be a squad list that comes up, and you've just got to pick 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from the opposition. I'll be honest, this squad is extremely hard, so good luck. 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward from the opposition. Once you select a player, you cannot swap him. Formation of the home team is always selected, so it's still going with the 4-2-3-1. Okay, bear that in mind. Okay, before I move on to the next slide. Everton. Yeah, as far as I know, I think once he reaches a certain game or appearance, it's an automatic one as far as I'm sure of. Pretty sure that's how it's working with Alcaraz. And Flamengo have already signed Jorginho on a free anyway, so I know it's different positions, but that's technically what they're doing. Alcaraz is going, which frees up the money to buy Jorginho. So, yeah, that will happen, in my opinion. Right, so, sorry, Arsenal fans, but it is an Arsenal loss back in 2000, November the 18th. We lost 2-0 at Goodison Park against Everton. Cadamarteri and Campbell with the goals for Everton. So, yeah, there we go. Big up to Mohammed saying, Han Solo? I'm sure that's a typo. If you let me know what it is, Mohammed, but all you got in my head right now is Han Solo. So there we go. This is the squad lineups. I will definitely leave this on for a while for you. I watched Premier League years on Sky, So I know the players. Well, even I doubted one of these players in the Everton lineup. I'll be honest, because I've never heard of him. I had to Google him myself because I didn't know who he was. But yeah, and no, it's not Towel. I actually know who Towel is, but no, it's Cleland. I can't remember him. I just don't remember him at all. The Arsenal lineup's not too bad. Everton players should get the red in the. Yeah, I think you're on about Tarkowski. Tem, I was the same. This is why I've picked this game, because I cannot believe I don't know if I'll get the stats for it, but I cannot believe that. Well, let's just say the front five, right? Because you got Pires, Lundberg, Wiltord, Carnu, Bergkamp, right? None of them scored against an Everton backline of Gerrard, Cleland, Naismith, David Weir, Michael Ball. Like, how the hell? I don't remember this game. I'll be honest. It would be lovely if Brenny was here, and I might ask Brenny at some point when he gets back from his holiday. Does he remember this game? Because I don't. Maybe it's one of those games in Arsenal history, or Arsenal fans' history in our head. We just go, well, forget about that game. It never existed. Because I don't know how the heck we didn't score against these. But there we go. We didn't. So yeah, that just kind of tells you how football can play. Sometimes it's mad, isn't it? How did that five not score against Everton? He can. I just don't want to see it. I'll be honest, Mohamed. He's so more comfortable at right back with Saka back as well. We want the White and Saka duo back. Timber's got other positions he can play in that very comfortably as well. So yeah. So we'll give you a little bit more time with these teams before I switch. And then we'll do predictions. Yeah, Timber centre back is what I prefer. I don't particularly want to see White at centre back, I'll be honest. He's not very good at the defensive prediction that I always say. So when there's a bouncing ball, I don't think he can predict where he should stand very well compared to Saliba or Gabriel. You've got to get that right because he's not that tall. He's tall, but he's not that tall. And he's not that strong in the air either, to be fair. He's very, very, very good right back. Kakuri is at Bromley. He's only made 3 games. He's only played 3 games for Bromley as well. That's what I've been saying about the way that Arteta has set up our youth. Is they're all playing the Arsenal style, but when you go down to League 2, they don't want you playing like that. So it's taken them a while to get that out of the system. So he's only played 3 games for Bromley now. Kivior, Jesus, did you seriously type Zinni at centre back? Zinni can't even be a left back. So no. Right, I've given you enough time with those teams. Let's go on to who the 2 people that have had a go at this. Right, we'll start with Tony. Now, hopefully Tony's made up for this now. So he's gone with Meninga, Inga. Oh, by the way, top score 8, I think. 8, I'm fine with. So we've got Meninga, Dixon, Weir, Keown, Naismith, Gemmell, Parler, Bergkamp, Cadamarteri, Pires, Campbell. 8. No issues with it. That's good. Andrea, I'll be honest about Andrea. He hadn't got a clue who some of these people were. So he's done all right, I think. He's gone with Gerrard, Dixon, Keown, Weir, Ashley Cole, Pembridge, Hughes, Bergkamp, Campbell, Pires, Carnu. You know what? That's an 8, all right. I've got to put Gerrard alongside Meninga of how good they are. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with an 8 as well. I think that's better. in my opinion. Let's have a look, see what Chris has done. Chris has gone with Gerard, Dixon, Weir, Keown, Cole, Hughes, Pembridge, Lundberg, Burkamp in the 10, Pirret. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, delightful. Yeah, that's an 8 as well, mate. Well done. All I can say is the conversations that have been had have actually happened. I will definitely talk more about transfers once our season is done. I will be just fully focused on the transfers. But I'm very confident that we're going to have a very, very good window. Very good window. Was Davos Suka in? I think that's around the time. I think it might have been late 90s. I'm not sure. Where's my phone? Davos Suka. Oh, when was he? I think it was late 90s. I think Davos Suka. Let's have a look. I don't remember the exact period. 1999 to 2000, yeah. So he probably have left in the summer before this season, I'm guessing, of the game that was just done. But yeah, I enjoyed watching him, you know. Then he went on to West Ham for a season, but he got 8 goals in 22 games. It wasn't too bad, to be fair. Marino is doing bits up front, but apparently Gyökeres won't work. Well, someone has changed their mind on that, so don't worry too much. Carlo had Gerard as a goalkeeping coach in 2023 promotion win season, but decided to remove him, which some score. Seriously, he was a decent goalkeeper. He wasn't that bad, to be fair. That's mad, isn't it? Burkamp is my Premier League. Yeah, everyone knows how much I adore him. He's on my shirt. So I wanted to get Parlo in 8, but I know that would be 7 Arsenal players. I just went. Fair enough, mate. Right, predictions. I'm going to go with a 1-1. I think it's going to be a dull game. It's a Saturday morning game or afternoon game. So I'm going to go with a 1-1. Personally, I just don't see anything else. Let me know what you guys think, but I think it's going to be a 1-1. Yeah, I just don't see anything else. I don't feel an Arsenal win, I'll be honest. Mohamed does. That's fine. I'm just writing it down, sorry. Chris is going 1-1 as well. Temi is going with 2-0 to the Everton. With a Beto goal and a free kick. Raya Howler. Oh, God. Won't be shocked if Everton edge it due to Goodison Park. So, yeah, that's why I literally put on the form now, because I feel that we need to turn up. And because our captain just doesn't seem to be with it, I do think we might fail to react to Goodison Park, because Goodison Park is a fortress. On its day, it's a nightmare. And with this being the final season there, yeah, it's going to be crazy. Saka to win with the goal, says Mohammed. I love that. I would. And I don't do this to be negative. It's just how I feel, I do feel we'd win against Fulham. Wasn't the greatest performance against Fulham. But yeah. Imagine rare parries and uncontested cross. Oh, Jesus. That kind of. Oh, my God. I'm doing the watch long. I don't want to watch that, mate. There'll be a lot of expletives if that happens. I just want to. Yeah, well, to be honest, I just want us to. I just want it to be dealt with, because everyone's like hoping that Liverpool fail and all that. They've got so much hope that Liverpool will drop 12 points from somewhere, which I don't see. But then that also means Arsenal need to make sure we don't drop any points, which I also don't see happening. So for me, I'd rather just get it all wrapped up, and we could just concentrate on improving our squad for next season and we go again. As much as that's horrible, because we're in April, and I'll just look forward to the playoffs. Well, actually, talking about that, mate, when's the Grand Prix this weekend? I know it's in Japan, but I don't know when the qualifying is or when the race is. I'm guessing it's early. But let me know, please. But tomorrow, watch along at 12:30. There will be a match reaction fairly soon after the game. Yeah, pretty soon, I think. 6 a.m. Oh, okay, cool. I ain't too bad. I don't mind that. I'm up that time anyway, so that's fine. We played better than we did versus Everton. Now we've got a game under our bag this week. Yeah, cheers, Mohammed. Thanks, Chris. All right, cool. Excellent stuff. I'll look forward to that. But guys, I am out of here. Take it easy, and I shall see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.